You either entered on this video due to my recommendation or due to Orpheuskун's response. Before I explain what is going on, I want to do a PSA about safety. 1. Stay in group chats. Being in a group can help you in case a person is weird or off-putting, and someone will notice and will call them out. Going in DMs will lead to being cornered by that odd person, and they will slowly but surely normalize horrible behaviors. 2. Don't go to other social medias if requested by an adult if you are a minor. In the case of predation, this leads to being cornered, just like in case 1. 3. Never share personal information. Just say you are a minor or an adult, or even say your age range. Predators have an age range. They will try to get pictures, and they will try to get personal informations. 4. YouTubers and influencers are not your friends. No one on the internet are your friends. Yes, it's cynical, but you will never know who is behind the screen. Nothing is what they seem, and don't be like me and trust people instantly. Now I will start talking about the subject of this video. Please believe the victims, and thank you for checking on this video. BenpaiHD is an IDV YouTuber. Most of his content that I have seen are related to the game mode of copycat. He will play CC and then reach out to the players involved, who are most of the time are minors. He knew they were minors as he was asked for their ages and birthdays. Then he'll ask for their socials and check if there's anything personal on them, like pictures. He will display odd behaviors towards them. One of the instances that are very much known is when he asked for a 15-year-old a picture of her in a school uniform in a public chat. To top it all off, he only reaches out to minors. Most of his audience are minors, and most of them are in his private server. So I confronted him in regards of his behavior in public chat, the 15-year-old debacle, and he told me it was a normal joke between the two. And so on September 2025, me and his victims exposed him, and he issued a horrible apology video post, which he later took down to post another one that was more quote-unquote professional and more apologetic and also defensive slightly. After a while, it was taken down. And then 3 months go by on December 2025, near the New Year's, and he came back as if nothing ever happened. And so I made a video talking about him and what he had done, attached with the Google Doc. And also in this video, the Google Doc will be attached. For more context, just in case, I made the video on the New Year's, aka 31 of December 2025, after being informed that Benpai is back. So I uploaded it on the same day and shared it in my contact, Orpheuskun included, to spread awareness. Specifically, I asked Orpheuskun to share my video on his server, but that did not go well. Here is the convo. Greetings, old friend. Could you please put this within the confines of your server? Benpai is back. How long has it been? It's New Year? Yeah, been a while. How much long? Ben's disappearance? 3 months ago till 2 days ago. What Ben did, not disappearance. Like the duration of his odd behavior? I don't know, not gonna lie. He probably continued after he got exposed. I don't know. Probably. You are assuming he did it, still did it, or did your group found new proof? I'm assuming. We aren't getting new proofs anymore. Good job. Proud of you. Give me a new proof before I send whatever this is on my server. Well, the recent proof I found of him is asking a 17-year-old when she becomes 18. It's in the video, lol. And as you can see, there's an evidence from the video. At least you are honest that you assumed, plus a point for you. That's more than 3 months ago. That's 6 months ago. I assume due to the fact he still has his server running and his fans defended him on his community post. And during my confrontation with him, he admitted most of his subscribers are people he is close with. And then he said, I asked about the screenshot, if it's like the age. Bro, let it go and come back to me after 3 days or a week about this. Enjoy the year end. Enjoy the year end too, Orpheuskun. Sorry for bothering you. Convo 2 happened after a few days passed from our first conversation, 4th of January 2026. So it has been 3 months after the allegations and proof gathering against BenpaiHD. Did you find any proofs? Any new proofs? From what I can remember, BenpaiHD had way more commenters than me when it comes to videos. A lot of longer conversations in CC than mine. So far, the most fresh proof is this screenshot. Okay. You or anyone wouldn't find anything anymore, even if you ask his new friends or quote-unquote victims if you are feeling discomfort or suspicion. I don't think I could contact any of his new friends because I don't know them, and Benpai barely is online in ADV. Some of you made it clear how you see him. Even if you talk to him, he wouldn't reach out anymore. So to know if he's speaking to minors anymore, I need to directly message him. Is that what you're telling me? Nah, don't do that. We both know it won't end well. Then why did you mention not him reaching out anymore? Because I told him not to. Don't get me wrong, when the allegation started, I was a bit glad. So you contacted a guy who admitted of being weird with minors and told him not to reach out to anyone. One of the competitors in my YouTube channel is about to have a drama of his own, and that is a problem for his channel, which is beneficial for mine. But I have morals of my own, This isn't drama, minors were harmed. If Benpai wasn't your competitor, then you wouldn't have batted an eye at the victims. However, he was your competitor. You want more proof to care about the matter. Either way, you're not batting an eye at the victims. What are your morals of yours? In order for me to join in on the fun of spreading hate or destroying someone's reputation, I had to make sure I'm not doing it on an innocent soul. From what I have noticed, BenpaiHD was naive, who thought he could have a lot of friends in CC or his YouTube life. His videos, a lot of them commented more on his videos than mine. A lot of them even talked to him longer in CC matches than mine. He definitely had stronger bonds with his subs than mine. Of course, his behavior is and not the predatory kind of you and anyone explains with essay is flawed. The internet is cruel, Why do you think I keep my distance from my subs and Discord? It's to prevent what had happened to BenpaiHD from happening to me, the misunderstanding. So while you and some of the others were busy condemning Benpai, his actual friends, some people close to him, and me, who doesn't want to get involved and isn't his close friend, tell him that some of his behavior is not suitable for all ages, and see the list of no's he put there. I was the one who told him to do that, because why not? I am kind. I know it was for his own good, so the BenpaiHD before who wants to befriend most players is probably gone, because I told him the no's on his second post. If he does those and set up his own speaking, texting, and behavior filter, this kind of shit won't have happened to him again. Bro wasn't even in law assaulting anyone when the allegations came out. Very honorable. I would have done something different if allegations came out for me. You're free to do whatever you want though. If you want to keep gathering evidences to pin on him as a predator. That is a very lengthy post, he said, and no, Benpai isn't innocent. He admitted it twice, as you can see. Twice. And there is ways to interact with your audience without being predatory, Like, there is a way. And the fact that you're saying that shows a lot of things. Like, what do you mean? It's all a misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding. He asked a 15-year-old a picture of herself in a school uniform. in a public chat. And then when I told him about it, he said it's a normal joke. It's a joke between them and only she will understand. And to top it all off, he's the one that made the second post formal with the nose and stuff. And he contacted him and told him to cut off all communications. And the speaking, texting, and behavior filter is just boundaries. There's something called boundaries, Orpheuskun. And he keeps calling him as like destroying reputation, spreading hate, like Benpai getting condemned by his victims, and like spreading evidence, like gathering quote-unquote evidence. Like, we aren't doing something wrong. He admitted to it twice. He is 24. He should have known that DMing minors is not okay. So TLDR, you think that what we did is spreading hate. Benpai didn't do anything, only being way too intimate with his audience, mind you, full of minors. You contacted him, gave him advice to make a second apology post because the first one dug his grave, and we only had to tell him that his behavior is weird and let him roam around CC. So basically, you are on his side of his story. From what I know, they were victims who felt uncomfortable with BenpaiHD. You and some other people decided it's best to condemn BenpaiHD. What did you call him? Predatory? Yes, he is. Who, in the right mind, goes into DMs of minors, fully knowing they are minors, and is weird with them? And if he was, then he would be asking for addresses. I thought you were better. I thought not giving second chances were for rapists, murderers, and sexual abusers. You're giving the same dialogue to BenpaiHD, even after his words that he will change is something. He's not gonna change. It's been 3 months. 3 months, and he lied to me, to my face in the DMs. He said it was a normal joke. It's not a joke of asking a minor for a picture of herself in a school uniform. That is not a joke. He is a pathological liar. Birds of a feather flock together, Orpheuskun. So yeah, BenpaiHD knows what he was doing, and it was very horrible. It's just like from experience and from what I'm going to narrate afterwards, you're going to understand why I'm frustrated. Bruh, be right back. I said he's weird, beware. He contacted my minors after playing with them in CC. Asks for Instagram, mind you, a 24-year-old, knowing full well that the people on the other end are minors, and he checks if they have any IRL pictures too. People that are sexual abusers start that way. They fish out minors, take them to other social medias to corner them in DMs and normal behaviors that aren't normal and healthy. I'll be right back, okay? I got to do something IRL. And I'm not on his side of the story, remember that. Okay, good, have fun going IRL after showing me no proof. Amount of proof will make you believe. But how you worded your messages, of course, condemning, spreading hate, if hate is trying to make the IDV community a safer place for minors, because sadly, this community is full of people like Benpai. Without the glam and cameras, then I am a hater. Oh, and one more thing. His victims, are they haters too? Innocent minors who got reached out by an adult? Vicious snakes to you? Teens who brushed with the budding friendship of our great friend Benpai? Benpai? I told you before I was happy when he got a drama. Only reason why I helped him is because I had morals based on what I saw, how everyone, victim's side and Benpai's side, interacted with another. It's as if you and some others decided it would be better to point fingers than to actually talk it out with him and make him realize his behavior is shit and not good for all ages. Well, you did a good job pointing it out, plus a lot of insults to him, very immature. While some people decided it's well to tell him it is shit without condemning him. So there is a difference. One decided to destroy, the other decided to educate or build. I told you before, I found his behavior uncomfortable for his audience. That is why I corrected him for it, same as how his friends did. No, you didn't. You didn't. No. Educate and build my ass. You were defending his ass off. People under his post were saying, guys, it's okay. Give him another chance. I know he's weird, but give him another chance. So I can correct Santi Devil then. Aketsu Hearts, Donald Trump, James Charles. Immature, and most of the people pointing out his behaviors are minors. Got it. Only mature people need to call out creepy people and creepy behaviors. Don't ask me that. Santi is from an AAU. At least me and Benpai had little interactions beforehand. For me to have the audacity to talk to him, if I had the answer to this statement, you should know the answer would be, are you friends with the ones of the victims or alleged victims? If not, then Santi wouldn't take you seriously. Who will take a stranger or outsider of the drama seriously? You know, Santi Devil was dating a 16-year-old while he was 19, right? Well, Santi has also allegations, so if the person you interacted with you only regards you, then by that logic, things that happened that are bad and caused by bad people shouldn't be dealt with. That is literally anti-bullying 101. If you watch something bad happening, you are complicit. You are complicit by being silent and letting them get away with it. That is why I'm speaking up. I saw it with my own eyes. Benpai, in the server that I share with my friends, asked for my friend who is 15 a picture of herself in her school uniform as a joke, quote unquote joke. Full of people like Benpai who give you that information, full or contain, all or some, playing with words as per usual. So you want more proof, or you need it fresh from the chopping block? Well, are you involved with Santi or something? So if it doesn't involve me, I shouldn't utter a word about it. Only what directly harms can be mentioned now. If I don't ignore its condemnation. Yes, fresh from the chopping block. Otherwise, why would you blow horns of him being back? Only to put all proof and some allegations that are just allegations added with conclusions. He swept the apology you helped him write under the rug, and is acting as if nothing ever happened. Mind you, he admitted to the allegations twice, and you told him to say what to say in the second one. Yeah, I told him to delete it and screenshot all the comments there. There was no hide button for the post, so he had to delete it and screenshot it. Why would he keep it though? Some of you were condemning him anyways. So you told him to sweep it under the rug, too. Great. Amazing. Well, did he explain what he actually did in those allegations? And was lesson learned? There is no lesson learned. Does a murderer learn from their mistakes? Does a thief learn? A thief is always a thief. They change forms. They adapt to hide in the shadows. And you are enabling him. That's great to know someone I know contributed directly against the victim's closure. And he had the balls to put the laughing emojis. Because I told him to explain it in his full heart, and it wasn't well received. Why else would it be there? Bro answered your allegations, not even insulting any of you, but still got called a predator. You want him to keep the post up? That's sadistic. Yeah, let's make it clear. You used the wrong term, but he chose to message minors. Masochistic. But sure, let's baby the 24 adult man who graduated and not support the 15-year-olds. You don't understand, officer. He's too naive to know asking for pictures of faces of minors is weird as fuck, and asking for their ages in the beginning of the convo is normal to him. Bruh, so now what? I think I have to tell you directly, just let it go, man. You made allegations to defend the victims. So more people get hurt so you can give in an ounce of care. Let me finish before you type another thing you invent, okay? How lovely you quote victims as if they are disgusting individual. What was the saying again? Believe all victims? Oh, that rings a bell. You keep making random stuff I don't even intend. It is getting annoying. No, I'm just reading through your bullshit. I think you are the one being annoying. Do I need to sit there where you villainize me because I want to protect my friends. Oh, that is nice. Not what I expect, but that is what I want either way. So I'm the villain now. Tell me, what villain act did I do? Oh, oh my god, I wish I could just send myself from the future and tell myself from the past what he had done. I just wish. Do I need to spell it out? Yes, please. Don't wait for me to finish what I say. Just predict. So let me see what you cook. You want to have a taste of my cooking? Then allow me to type it out. I quote predatory too. Isn't that fair? No, I don't want to be a predator too. You are a superficial person who only cares about your content growth. You demean the victims by quoting them and keep making light of the fact a grown man kept targeting minors after CC matches. You keep insinuating that me and the young victims are horrible people because we called him out. You even contacted him to cut all communications and gave him pointers to write his second apology post. You keep babying the idol, saying he is naive, saying that he tried to make friends. Yet if he truly wanted to make friends, he would have went and searched instead of fishing out minors from his audience and CC matches. I am disappointed with the fact that one of my friends I thought I could somewhat trust turned out that way. It's disappointing to discover someone that I thought would help us out was constantly helping the very person who harmed my entourage. It's depressing. No, I didn't say the victims were horrible. That would be insensitive of me. You are an insensitive prick, Orpheuskun. I just said you and the ones who tried to help the victims handled the situation poorly. No, we'd handle it very well. Just look at you right now. You kept saying stuff like I'm the villain. I was talking properly until I got bored. Bro, you helped the person who harmed the victims. You told me what to do to damage control. Don't call me friend too. You don't let me finish my sentences anyways. Friends do that, but you? No. You just use the words friends lightly. I use friends for people who converse properly, not like this conversation we have when you kept on going ahead and making conclusions on my mid-typing. So me, your friend? Nah, I'll pass. You go be friends with your kind. So yeah, he denied being my friend here, even though I knew him before the Orpheuskun persona. Yeah. He was known as Unknown Hunter, by the way. And my kind, at least my kind have morals, at least. So I need to not respond to messages. See this? I never babied him. I talked to him just like how you talk to your group about spreading evidences. It's called conversation, not babying, whatever it means for you. Baby? I see. You can keep interrupting, you can. It's not wrong. Oh, but you went on a tirade about it, so I don't see the issue. You keep putting mixed messages in your posts. Either you are on quote unquote on my side, but also on the other hand, you are helping the predator. You just interrupt and make whatever conclusion when all I wanted was talk. No, you didn't. You just didn't wanted to glaze yourself. Well then, talk. Finally, just let it go, man. Those allegations, you can keep them up and running. Keep them in your archive and watch and wait for BenpaiHD to do that bad behavior again. Then get fresher proof. And you wouldn't look stupid like you did when you posted the video of him being back. And that he doesn't belong in the community because his friends talked to him. So you're calling me stupid. Not his friends like me who called his behavior bad. Prove to me later what you did in New Year was not stupid. Asking me to post it on my server. Do it again, let me finish. Any day you decide New Year is the best time. Bro is so butthurt that I posted it on the New Year's. He is so butthurt. You could have just told me, hey man, it's the New Year's, I'll reply to you later, I'm kind of busy with my loved ones, But no, you had to call me stupid. Well, how would people know what Benpai did if he deleted the post? and he came back after Christmas, and I don't usually have the time to make a video. That thing took me more than 5 hours. And he considered the allegations and realized, my behavior isn't proper, I'll change it now on my post, which he did. He did not, he's a liar. He lied to my face, and he will lie in front of his audience to keep the spotlight on him and stay relevant. But sure, Orpheuskun. And to top it all off, in the first post, he was not taking it seriously. He did not say, my behavior is so improper, my apology, guys. No, he said it's true. Haters, don't sabotage me, please. It's getting annoying. And if you want to unfriend me. So I'm so sorry that inconvenienced you, Mr. Orpheuskun. You could have told me the next day, hey, oh, sorry for not replying, it was the New Year's. He removed the post entirely, so let's just leave it there until there is fresher proof. Then you call whatever you want on him again, condemn him or whatever you describe it. For Christ's sake, it's been 3 months since. If you think he is the same, then make an alt, befriend him again. See if he acts the same way, which he wouldn't. That is why I told you he was naive before. He was stupid before Orpheuskun. Now he is aware that people have eyes on him. He wanted to make actual friends. Now he would just act a little bit like me. No, he did not want actual friends. If he really wanted actual friends, he would have sought out people his age, not minors, because guess what? Being friends with minors, there are like power imbalances, especially if he is a YouTuber. Guess what? He is not interacted with his subs. So bland. You'd wonder why I have so much drama. I have no much drama. It's either I'm good at hiding it or I'm good at not interacting with my audience. Best thing you don't want to happen is him actually responding with a video and telling you he had no ill intent and that he would change his behavior and he didn't post it 3 months ago and that he would explain it. And then he will explain it wasn't well received either way. Because he received it either way because he didn't take it seriously at the beginning. And then in the second one, he tried to defend himself and explain himself. And then say what he would change. And then disappear. Vanish. Whoosh. It's not like he's going to debunk his allegations because he admitted to it twice. So I'm not worried about him making a video, Orpheuskun. Worst case scenario, your group will be branded with those people don't give chances and those really are old proof. Where are the new ones if he didn't change? Where is the private predatory behavior? People will side with him. No, they won't. Because they will see what he did. And he cannot say that these allegations are fake. They are true, and he poses a threat because he is still in contact with minors. His server is still active. Where is the new ones if he didn't change? Where is the predatory behavior? The predatory behavior is in the Google Doc. People will side with him because there are no other victims. That is why I called you posting a video a bad move. I added with sending it close to the new year if your time is different. Orpheuskun, sweetheart, I understand that you are cranky that I posted it on the New Year's and I messaged you on the New Year's, but you don't have to be an ass about it. Thank you. Worst case scenario, he would harm a minor again. The best scenario is that you mentioned. Are you done with the I am secretly not on BenpaiHD's side tirade? Ha 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 ha. Anything else because you are repeating your points over and over and over again. I'm not on BenpaiHD's side. I'll spell it out. I'm disappointed in you and your group of heroes and handling the situation poorly. Those are just damn allegations and you treated it like court adjourned. Like idiots. Have fun. He made his DMs only friends only and he cut contacts. So I shared this convo instantly and in real time, giving my reactions to my friends. And one of them later on coincidentally A friend of his saw the convo, which led to his circle to confront him. From what I understood, he accused me of being a liar and that I have partially shared the convos. Did you also tell them this? He showed the last part where he calls us idiots. Then why did you claim I'm on BenpaiH's side that when I am on my own side? That is called lying, you know. Where is the hi, hello, what's up, man? Been a while. I just killed you 2 times in CC, and then you post our convo? Very amazing. Correction. These screenshots are very old. Oh, I don't know how that came for your attention, bro. Never posted the convo though. I don't know what you are talking about. I didn't post the convo outside of the server. Then it must be my imagination on how my friends got this screenshot. I don't know, man. I wonder what kind of theories you will cook up. My story is the same. This. What theories? Enjoy your time. You just want my attention. Aight, have a nice evening, bro. I'm eating soup. No. And you had it for a few seconds. That is all I have to say to you. What attention, bro? I don't know what you are on about. I have finals. I don't have time to deal with this. Cough. You need strepsils? Finals, huh? And you have time to spread gossip. But sure. Oh, that's not me, Pookie. No need. My voice is good even without it after all. I believe you. Good. What is this though? It's a picture of me, my old status. BenpaiHD and Orpheuskun go hand in hand. That pissed him off. What more? That was the pic isn't, that what the pic isn't loading. Oh no, that's sad for you. Yeah, my Wi-Fi isn't good, bro, lol. What about this one? Not loading. It will soon, don't worry. That's good to hear. Then when is my video coming? I wanna know. But yeah, I will explain myself for the status, and I should have kept it. But honestly, my status right now is better. So yeah, BenpaiHD and Orpheuskun go hand in hand. It's true. He is going with him hand in hand. He's supporting him. Am I lying? No, I'm saying the truth. What video? I'm editing your vids now? The kind you will make like you did for Benpai. Why would I? You seem like you want my attention, my old friend. Sending me a friend request and DMing me out of the blue. I don't know, you made one. Might as well make another. Yes, I will make another. I'm recording as we speak. Based on your wording, most of what you said is not true anyway. That is the word you used to describe me. So go ahead, give it a shot. Give what a shot. Read again. What is untrue? Ben being a weird person around minors? And stop that, don't call me old friend. I have lived long enough to know you're not someone who should be friends with. You're being vague again, Pookie. If you don't want to be misinterpreted, then cut the chase. I was trolling his ass off the whole conversation because I was done with him. As you wish. Well, I thought you were a friend, but then you declined our friendship, so I called you old one. Our definitions of friends clash a lot, which is a shame. Do you have anything else to say, just in case? I don't want to interrupt you. Since you put this on whatever group, then why not make a video explaining that this is not false? I mean, you can just keep it that way, like a message of claiming I supported Benpai. If you backread the shit I told you, it's not even about Benpai, it's about you. You, 13. Who spent on a 3-month-old drama when the person you are condemning already sent that they are not going to do those predatory behaviors. I'm calling bullshit. Whatever mess you do, whatever explanation you give to groups or videos, my explanation will be the same. You and your group of heroes did handle all the situation with BenpaiHD poorly. If you make a video against me, just go ahead. Make me believe that not being friends with you is a good shit to do. The message is edited. Originally, this wasn't like that. What mess, bro? Let me edit it. Okay, as you can see, there's like the edit it. Edit what? There you go. It's not as big as you think it is now. Damn, why do you want me to make a vid about you so bad? Is there any more I have to clear up? Yeah, actually no, because you already cleared things up. You're just mad that people discovered that you helped out a person that is horrible. I don't know, man. Why did you make bold statements so bad like this? Want some soup? It's pretty good. Well, that's what I understood from your vague messages. By the way, the messages aren't vague. I knew what he meant, and what he meant is that you and the victims are idiots. You handled the quote-unquote situation poorly. Everything is a drama. And you made up the allegations to defend the victims. And that they're all allegations, even though BenpaiHD said it twice that they're real. And because I told him that he needs to stop, he's gonna stop, and I trust him. Therefore, he's not gonna be weird with minors ever again. I should be asking you because this is clearly you misunderstanding what I said. I said you and your heroes handled the situation poorly, and you call me supporting Benpai is the craziest. Even if I want, you can't give it to me. Why not? Are you actually eating soup? Yeah, bro, you ruined it for me, man. Can I see it? If it's delicious, I don't feel like eating it anymore. Bro, sorry, man. No, only friends can have it, and it's too good to be true. I don't know, and I don't care how that reached out to you, but being passive-aggressive doesn't suit you. I'm just curious on how delicious the soup is because you kept mentioning it. Why would I show strangers soup? Only friends deserve it. I realize it's your lunchtime. So you probably are eating it. I don't need to see it. Okie dokie, stranger danger. I should be telling you that you are the danger. Me, you just don't see it. A 18-year-old adult who hyperfixates on OCs. Definitely won't until you're 10 years older, hopefully. Bro, focus on your life, eh? I'll tell you one thing, you're not even telling the truth here. And having some people believe you is sad, if there is actually some. So enjoy your immaturity. You're going to regret it when you realize how impulsive you made your comment about me. At least read back many times. I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything. And my post that said Orpheuskun supports Benpai and told him that what he to write in the second apology post. Also, he told him to take it down later on, making people not know what he had done if they discover him. And also, he kept putting victims in quotation. Also, think that we should call him out if we discover a new victim of his, and the evidence needs to be fresh as fuck. What? So, I do not regret that. I do not regret that. That is a fact. That is a fact. And you said it yourself. You helped him out. You helped him out. You reached out to him. And you called me an idiot. And kept demeaning the victims in my DMs. So yeah, I do not regret anything after what you had done today from what I am recording at Monday, 19th of January. What? Are you my teacher now? Do I have more homework to do? I don't like him, especially this one. You said that though. Wow, I became a teacher now? What? I don't know. Yeah, that is for you. How about we put a fine line? I'm not siding with Benpai. I'm just calling you an idiot before. That is all. It's clear now, right? I got it. You side with Benpai, and I'm smarty pants. Crystal clear. You said that. I am quite smart. Amazing. Yeah, I know. Good, we are on the same page like the good old days. Now you're not worth being on the same page with. Why not? Figure it out. I'm not a teacher. Bro, let it go, man. It's been 15 days. Move on. What? My bad. 14. Our conversation. I change as a person now. Good job. But I do see you are rather salty from the past. Oh, man. Did I catch you so easily as a pyro? Aww. What? You're handling the situation poorly, my good friend. You gotta move on. Bro. I gave him a taste of his medicine by unfriending him mid-conversation. He sent back another one which I ignored and made a meme out of it. Orpheuskun. Ha! You are trying to get my attention. Nice try. Also Orpheuskun. Tu as reçu une demande d'amis de Orpheuskun. 5 heures. Accepté? Ignoré. I ignored. And I thought it was over from there. I got contact with him and I thought I'll take my time and work on the video in peace. And of course, meanwhile, I was spreading the information everywhere that I could, especially in English 1, which led to the English 1 incident. And I kept adding people on Discord and I gave them the screenshots fully. And on January 19, I received one more friend request. I didn't get any alarms ringing in my head because I was already promoting the evidence back then on 18 of January. But the only issue that I had that I was in university. I spoke to the person that I added, Green Insect. Yet the more I talked to him, I had this gnawing feeling that I was being trapped, or that there's something horribly wrong with this guy. I felt like it was either a spy for Orpheuskun or Orpheuskun himself. But I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt to the user because I thought that maybe, just maybe, he was telling the truth. So here's the final and fourth conversation. Wave, is there anything I can help with? If I added you after a while, sorry, I am in uni right now. But I'm on break, so yeah. I talked to my friends about Orpheus. They said, add your DC for details. Sure, what do you need? They said he defends a PDF. He does. I'll get the info too right now. It will take a while because it's hella lengthy. And so I transferred all the information as per usual. And yeah, it takes a while. And on university I used my own data, so it took extra while. Are you an Orpheus friends? Ex-friend. What is the short explanation of this? There is a lot. I started questioning things because the moment he said there's a lot, I felt something was wrong, but I didn't want to be alarm the person and I didn't want to be rude and that to be used against me. So I decided to play along. Okay, so BenpaiHD is a creep who targeted minors and DM'd them and tried to get IRL pictures. He was caught when he did that in front of me and my friends. We exposed him and he admitted to it twice on YouTube and DC, then disappeared for 3 months. Later on, he deleted the post and came back as if nothing ever happened. I made a video to call him out and reached out to Orpheuskun, who told me to let it go unless I found a new victim, which isn't likely because he cut all communication, and villainized me and my friends, victims included, and helped Benpai in writing the second post and told to cut all communications and delete the post later on. After a bit of his friends, they discovered our convo and he started calling me a lying narcissist and dared to make a video and said no one will believe me. So yeah, that's the short resume. By the way, if you're asking why I said narcissist, him calling me narcissist, because it's between the lines. It's about you, Tartine. In the Convo 3, he said it's about you. You who isn't letting go of a Trimo or want old drama. So yeah. He looks calm on the first half of the conversation. Do you guys hate each other? I don't hate him, but he probably does. I think you need to talk to him if you don't hate him. Why so? Yesterday is a mess. He is just laughing around. That started waving me red flags. But I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I really thought that maybe, just maybe, that person was clueless. But he didn't read the conversations that I sent. And he said he sounded polite. He was not. And him telling me I need to talk to him, that is some loads of bullshit. And him laughing around, he wasn't laughing around, he was fighting and all of that shit. And I'm saying he doesn't hate you. I felt so many red flags. I should have blocked that user, but I wanted to be polite and try to see that if it's actually a different person. How did you know about yesterday if you heard him from your friends? I read yesterday's drama and played QM. He is lying. He was lying through his teeth. And yeah, that is a spoiler. I'm gonna tell you right now. That user that I'm talking to is Orpheuskун's alt account. That is his alt account. And he acted as someone else. Sorry for the spoilers. And him saying multiple stories and how he saw the drama is hilarious. I do not wish to interact with him any longer. He demeaned me and my friends in my DMs. Please read the full conversations before assuming he was friendly in the beginning and that he was fooling around in English 1. I'ma eat. Read it later. Okay. I started to feel anxious after he said that. But I said, like, maybe that is someone else. You know? Like, I was deluding myself, thinking that it might be not him. And, of course, I was, like, a bit worried. Maybe he sent a spy? Like, who knows? I was hella worried. Like, I was hella scared. I would like to continue the conversation once you finish your meal. Also, I would like to know your in-game user if it's not bothering you. I was trying to see a hint of, like, truth of him. Like, maybe he isn't lying. And he said, rather not. I'm only here before I unsub. Why not? I don't want to stay here or even get approached by his subs. You won't get approached by his subs. I never mentioned his subs, and he instantly mentioned his subscribers. And just like in cover 1, he brought up subs, brought up comments, brought up interactions, because he only thinks about content growth, guys. I'll read the other conversation. Good luck. It's a long read. Good luck. Do you know his DC? Yes, why are you inquiring for it? I want to see what he says. What he says is what? I sent the whole conversation here. You have a say in this conversation of yours with Orpheus. I want to know what Orpheus has to say. He did that one in English 1, and he said I partially shared the conversation and that I am a liar. That's the day on the matter. Why shouldn't I? I want you guys to make a video of me concerning how much false information you have. He calls the conversation false information. I want to know what he is saying then. That's what he's saying. What is his DC? What are you planning to do with it? That one will later on say I'm sending people on his way on DC. Yeah, I was hella paranoid. I was getting very paranoid. So, I'm gonna ask someone else then. Alright then. Unknown Hunter. Here's the DC, but I have warned you. He called me a liar many times. In Convo 3, he called me a liar, and English 1, he called me a liar. Thanks. I'll chat with him. You are welcome. Then he came back. Wanna say something to him? No. There's like the contact. Hello, how may I help you? Who was wicked for you? Blah blah blah, friend. Oh, now you're mentioning I am your friend, but when you're telling me in my face, I'm not your friend. Fuck you. And of course, he acts as if like, who sent your DC username? And like, what is going on? I was like curious. And of course, he told me that, like, he told himself that I sent him. And like, talked like about how like he hurt his friends, like monologuing to himself, like talking to two puppets, like he's using two puppets. He's literally doing that. And I was like, okay, should I ask if he is sorry? No, why not? Because an apology won't undo what he did. He helped someone we warned about him behind our backs. If he was sorry, he wouldn't have entered my DMs in Convo 3 and called me a liar. Sorry, am I reading it right? Alright. Yeah, in this conversation, I was very frantic and I was texting fast. So I was doing mistakes and I had to like adjust, modify it. So yeah. That. Because guess what? My heart rate was like beating so fast. I was trembling. I was scared. I was like worried that if I say the wrong thing, he might take it to Orpheuskun and tell him, because my foolish ass didn't think that it could be Orpheus's alt account. Because I was too stupid, I thought that maybe Orpheuskun wouldn't stoop that low. So yeah, he asked him something else, and then he started talking. And like, I see, but I'm not falling for his sack. He did more than insult me. He like apologizes. Like, I don't care. And of course, he's like, do you want to talk to him? Do you want to talk to our team? No. Even if he knows that I am sorry, I won't admit it. Fuck you. Fuck you, you evil piece of shit. I see, but I'm not falling for his act. He did more than insult me. I did not send anyone to attack him, by the way. They all confronted him all at once. He said, like, don't attack our team. Like, I told everyone to not get involved and be on my side and not attack our team. I don't care. You attacked me directly, you motherfucker. I did not put anyone against him either. I did not lie. I merely shared what he said from his words and how venomous he is. That is true. And I will show you more venom of his. Same subject, by the way, he was repeating his own words. He was talking about how I change subjects. Meanwhile, he kept repeating his own points. Of course, I'm not crazy. I showed the conversation 2. I showed you all the conversation 2, conversation 3, and conversation 1. So yeah, end of story. End of story. What words? Convo 2. This. Cheers. He kept demeaning his victims of Benpai by saying if I made the allegations to defend them, and he kept putting them in quotations. And he started talking about how I am staying in the past and he's doing it for my own good. And like, he was worried that someone calls me stay in the past and ridiculed and concerned, and how Benpai already did the apology and how he only just does the quotes. Like, he's self-justifying shit. He's repeating his own words. You're getting caught in the drama, my friend. You are acting yourself. Whatever. Gonna let you in a secret. He helped Benpai on writing his apology post. Second one, by the way. And telling a creep to stop won't lead them to stop. This isn't drama. Minors were harmed. Harmed like Ben hit them. Oh, also we can't have any idea if Benpai is being a creep again, because Orpheuskun told Benpai to cut all communications and his servers is private. No, a pervert. He asked a 15-year-old for a picture of her in a school uniform, and it's in the doc I sent. He only targeted minors to befriend, and Orpheuskun is babying him and kept saying saying that I'm spreading hate. Document of BenpaiHD. So yes, he did help Benpai. No, he did not help the victims. Did he confront Benpai? Like, did he talk to him about his jokes? Or did he help the victims gather the evidence? Did he support them? No, he sat in my DMs telling me I made the allegations up to defend the minors, and that I should let it go. And then he proceeds to tell me he helped Benpai out. So yeah, I started realizing, dawning on me, creeping on me, that this is Orpheuskun. I started to feel more afraid because he keeps repeating his own words. He keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. I was talking to a wall. And so I left him and I sat in my class, my brain just spiraling, and yeah, it was in the back of my mind haunting me. And then, does he have to do those to prove there is a misunderstanding? May I ask you something? Orpheuskun, I know it's you. What is it? Then you know I'm sorry either way. And I started shaking. I was still in the class. I was still shaking. I started shaking in class as I was going to the tram. You wanted me to slip up, didn't you? I knew you were talking to me the whole time. You lied many times with how you wanted to know my screenshots. So don't grovel for me. If I did, I will be asking you some questions, other questions. He writes very horribly. Please, focus on yourself, buddy. Wait, never mind. Don't. What are they then, scoundrel of a friend? Not even groveling for you. Then what is, I'm sorry for Tartine, but I can't admit that. Then, trying to gaslight me gave me a fucking panic attack. I started panicking. I was straight up panicking. This is unacceptable. Because that's how I wouldn't admit how I'm sorry for calling you. Fuck you. This is unacceptable. I am shaking. If you truly are sorry, you would have been truthful from the beginning. You are not sorry. You are a liar. I'm sorry, the frantic typing. I was straight up shaking and I started crying. I knew you were lying your ass off. Well, I gave you truth, but just not coming from Orpheuskun. Truth my ass. From someone from this alt, where we won't be fighting. Fuck you. Do me a favor, one last fucking favor. Do not disturb. Don't worry, I won't. You made it clear you don't understand my point of view. No, that's not that. No, it's not that. I have a question. Answer it with truth. If you wanted to talk to me, why didn't you tell me who you were in the first place? That would have been a better way for both of us. Answer the fucking question, Orpheuskun. Yeah, at the time I finally arrived home and I don't remember much. I was focused on the screen and I didn't see my environment. Blink of an eye, I arrived home. Oh, I'll answer your question with this one. I don't know why you put it this way. You just laughed at it instead of us who have beef with each other talking about it and resolving this. Here is what he's mentioning. I'm mentioning the meme. I'm gonna now explain it why. 1 second. I am pointing out your hypocrisy, but sure, you barge into my DMs calling me a liar and how I am an attention-seeking narcissist. We aren't resolving this. You ran my trust to the ground. You called yourself that. Narcissist, I mean. I just called you a liar. You did that to yourself. That's what I interpreted from what you told me in Combo 3. Yeah. About me, my ass. Well, no, I never said anything about being a narcissist. You being a narcissist. You thought of that yourself. Here we go with the gaslighting. He's trying to gaslight me. Yay! Okay, now you answered my question. I will give you the same treatment you gave me after discovering your betrayal. Oh my, can we talk then? No, you ruined my day. Wasted my time. Let's clean this misunderstanding. If not what? Then it's you who misunderstood. Fuck off. Asshole. Me? Oh no, you are the one who misunderstood. Well, I said up there some direct intentions, but you kept us on assuming otherwise. Of course I would. Asshole. And then I made friends only, and then he resent a friend request, and then I ignored it. So in conclusion, he tried to gaslight me as if acting as a different person, and he directly harmed me. With everything I have, I can conclude that Orpheuskun, not only he is supporting BenpaiHD, but is also a master manipulator. You aren't sorry, Orpheuskun. If you were, you wouldn't have went to such lengths. We were still friends in IDV. You could have contacted me there. But no, let's act as a different person and try gaslighting me into thinking that you are I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, and I cannot admit that to Tartine. So, yeah, you aren't sorry. If you were, you wouldn't have done that. You are a monster, Orpheuskun. Your groveling to showcase how sorry you are won't absolve you of insulting me. Heck, you didn't even apologize for helping Benpai. It shows you never care until it reached the public. You changed tune just for that. You are a lying snake. I didn't want to make a video on this matter as it would satisfy him as seen in Combo 3. However, with how things escalated and how people have seen the convos and their promotion on English 1, I am here and I showed my side of the story with the full context and transparency. Orpheuskun, if you're watching this, good luck gaslighting your way out of this and trying to get rid of the evidence and of your allegiance with BenpaiHD. It's all in the open now, nowhere to hide, and no alts to save your ass. I hope your morals did you well. You wanted to silence me and the others on speaking out about BenpaiHD's actions, and you enabled him. As for the viewers, thank you for hearing me out. My final requests are what follows. Do not interact with these individuals as they relish in their content growth and reach. Give them silence. Spread awareness and share this video. The BenpaiHD doc is attached to it one way or another, and it will contain all the evidence against BenpaiHD. If this isn't done, they will crawl back like maggots that they are and leech on the community that is already a rotting carcass. Don't let them get away with this. Both of them. Orpheuskun with his enabling of BenpaiHD and him supporting him publicly and him defending him in my DMs and trying to gaslight me that BenpaiHD is just a naive person. And BenpaiHD being an adult who decided that it was a good idea to DM minors specifically and try to get IRL pictures of them. Do not get them away with this. Do not let them get away with this. And Orpheuskun, that wretched person, I cannot describe what I feel about him anymore with how much he did to me. He broke my trust. He just drained my energy out. However, although I cannot describe what I feel towards Orpheuskun anymore with everything that happened, I do not tolerate any forms of harassment or attacks. So if Orpheuskun, you received attacks from my entourage, I apologize on their behalf. You should also apologize too. You acted with immaturity and handled the situation poorly, from disrespecting me, the victims by helping Benpai, and with the disrespect you showcased on English 1. You are 26 years old. You lived long enough to know better now. I am aware that it won't be genuine at all with everything that occurred to me, but this would be equitable for both sides. And yes, my apology on their behalf will be more genuine than yours when you weaseled your way in my DMs. Hey, so I know I sound weird every time I talk. It's because of how I felt throughout recording this video. Most of the recordings are recorded on 19th of January. Now, the last two recordings that I'm doing, snippets, are January 20. I am tired. I'm going to focus on my mental health for now. I'm not gonna respond to anything Orpheuskun is going to say. I want to just not interact with him anymore. He's a very toxic person and I don't want to interact with him anymore, and I hope he respects that boundary once and for all. And yeah, I'll probably take a break from Identity 5, even though I don't play it much. I don't know. Maybe take a break from Copycat.